Hi, squad. Live video is starting. Come on, then, live video. We're live. Hey. Hi, everyone. Hi, squaddies. Say hi if you're there. Hashtag replay if you're on the replay. I always like to know who's been tuning in, who's seen it, and if you've got any questions, as always, please post away. Woo! I am warm today. Anyone else? It's actually really lovely though because I'm in my office right now. The sun is streaming through the window. Got a bit wet earlier, I'm not gonna lie. Went out on a dog walk, got a bit wet. And then, so today, I had a really busy day. You know, you have one of those days where you feel like you're running on a treadmill, you're trying to go really, really fast and you're just not really getting anywhere. And then something else crops up and then something else happens. And then before you know it, you look at the time and the day has gone. It's been one of those days. So today, what I actually did is I took Harvey to the vet. So bless him. He's had a bit of a poorly tummy. He's been on and off, and thought it's time now. He needs to go to the vet. Like he's finding himself. You wouldn't know. So I took him, and every time I go to the vet, so I'm an absolute sucker. Does anyone else do this? I I have to buy him a toy on the way through. He has to have a treat, and yeah, he has to have a toy. So let me see if I can show you the toy. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you might just have to imagine the toy right now. And also, if you can't hear me, do let me know. Let me know if you can't hear me. Probably should have done a bit of sound check, but yes, let me know. In fact, before I go any further, let me know if you can hear me. Can you imagine if I did the whole podcast and then it just didn't record audio? That would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Oh, oh no, I'm definitely on. Right, let me see if I can get you the toy to show you. Just a sec. I really like it because it's a little crinkly one. Oh, he's not going to let me. Harvey, can I borrow just 1 second, sweetheart? Yeah, oh, it's not even your new one. What? Okay, I am really offended. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, he likes to sit by my feet. I'm really offended. It's not even his new one. It's an old one. I thought it was his new one. So I just bought him a toy because I felt guilty for helping him by taking him to the vets, and he's just left it. And he's playing with his old one. Well, that says it all, doesn't it, really? Anyway, hi everyone. Now, some updates at the squad because things are getting very, very exciting. Last week, or Sunday, we announced our brand new team members. So, a very warm welcome to the LMF team, Sarah and Catherine. So Sarah and Catherine are going to be working with us as onboarding angels and accountability coaches, mainly for the 6-week course. And as you know, or you may or may not know, Laura is now working with us full time. She is my right hand gal, and you'll be seeing a lot more of Laura. I did get a couple of questions. Someone saying, Laura, are you still going to be teaching the classes? I mean, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but yes, absolutely. What it actually enables me to do is focus more on things like this and exciting things that we've got coming up. So for September team, and I'm going to be releasing this soon, exactly what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be having a focus for September. So as you know, we've been doing the plank challenge for August, and it's not too late to get started. A lot of people have said, oh yeah, but I missed the boat now. No, you haven't. You can start any day. And actually, we're all meant to be nominating someone different every single day to start on day one. We can't nominate someone and expect them to do a 3-minute plank on day one. So we're nominating people to start on day one, and then they can progress and in 30 days see their own strength gains. As long as they stick to it and they're consistent, they will see the benefit. If they don't, well, they won't. So hop on it. If you haven't done it already, hop on the plank challenge. So there are a couple of exciting things. So new team, and oh my gosh, I'm just, you know, when you're just buzzing about everything that's coming up. Like I'm so buzzing, I can't even tell you. You can probably see it in my face. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm getting really, really warm. As in like my cheeks are going red. Anyway, that's a bit random. But anyway, should we get on with the Q&A? What else did I need to tell you? I probably need to tell you loads of stuff. But as always, make sure you read the Friday email because I tell you everything in there anyway. Oh yeah, I know. So one more thing. Next week, I am hosting a live talk and workshop on the Lorna Marie Fitness Facebook page. This is open to everybody, whether you're a squatty or not. So do share this with your friends and anyone who'd be interested. It's how to get you September ready. And what I mean by that is the summer is great. Summer's fantastic. It's great to change your routine. It's great to change things up. But what it can often do is completely throw us out of routine and then make it really hard to get back into good routines with our health, with our fitness, with our nutrition, with our sleep, with our mindset. We can just get into a rut, I think. So what I'm going to be doing is sharing top tips to get you September ready and get you thinking about, right, okay, how do I want to move forwards from here, and where do I want to be going into Christmas and then going into the new year. I know it feels like a way away, but we'll be there before we know it, and it's now time to start thinking about that transition from summer into September. And September can be, I think, a really stressful time as well, like quite an overwhelming time, because okay, the kids have gone back to school, but then all of a sudden I think a lot of things ramp up. That, yeah, Christmas is coming, but also I think a lot of deadlines come up. We're coming to the end of the year, the start of a new year. There's loads of stuff, if you do have kids, going on at school, back to school clubs. If you don't have kids, like I myself don't have kids, but I still feel the, not the pressure, maybe the pressure is the wrong word, but I feel like everyone is just so on it. Like really, really on it, and everyone expects something, and a lot of big projects get tied up in this time. And it is like a bit of a fresh, back to January feel, like, right, come on everyone, back to routine, here we go. It's not the whole, oh, it's August, it's fine, it's the holidays, let's relax. It's like, right, everybody, it's September. Do you get my vibe? Do you see what I mean? I feel like it is like that. So you need to be looking after you, because life's going to ramp up and you need to be ready. You need to make sure you're looking after you and not putting you to the back burner because you're number one. How can we expect to be on it for work, for kids, for relationships, for everything if you're at the bottom end of the pile? You're just going to end up burnt out. So let's not do that. So come to the workshop on Tuesday. So it's Tuesday the 27th at 5 o'clock. And if you can't make it at the live, don't worry, because I'll be recording it so you can watch it after. I'll email it out to you actually. Okay, on with the Q&A onwards. If you've got any questions in the meantime, just shout up, gang. Right, I've got some good questions. We're going to start with this one. I'm seeing adverts for vibration plates and I'm wondering what your thoughts were on them and do they have any benefits? So vibration plates, I don't know if you've seen them maybe around in gyms or leisure centres. Power plates, you might know them as. So it's a whole body vibration plate. You might see them called like WBV, whole body vibration plate. And the idea of it is, well, it's a vibrating plate that you stand on, you can do a squat on it, you can do a plank on it. It's making your muscles contract a lot more than normal. So usually your muscles will contract 1 to 2 times per minute. This is making them contract, I think it can be up to something like 50 times a minute. Not a minute, sorry, a second, not a minute. So normally your muscles contract 1 to 2 times a second. This makes them contract and relax a heck of a lot more. So there's a lot of muscle activation going on there. And yeah, there are some benefits to them. But what I wouldn't be doing is doing that instead of your regular exercise. That isn't a good swap at all. So they can be a great in addition to, kind of like, with protein supplements. Protein bars, protein shakes are great as supplements to your food, to your diet, to add on, but not instead of. So not instead of your classes or instead of your walks or your cycling or your running or your swimming or your aerobics or your Pilates or your stronger. So not instead of those, but in addition, if you wanted to, yeah. So the research is still being done at the moment, but according to research, there are benefits, or there's been some benefits, and it depends on the person, I have to say that. So the benefits, wiry? I just tried to say 2 words in one. Very widely come. Sorry, I'm obviously way too efficient. I did it again. I'm way too efficient for my own speech. and brain. um, yeah, anyway, they vary person to person very widely. But they do have benefits for your muscular tone, for your stability, for your balance, for your bone density. And I personally think they're really, really great for balance because you're standing on there. It's knocking you off balance a little bit. So immediately you've got to engage your core to like recenter yourself, and gravity is working there to keep you standing still, to keep you on the board. So yeah, I think there's a lot of advantages in that way. So if you're somebody who needs to practice more balance, I would definitely say brilliant. Balance, stability, and core for sure. And maybe even a little bit recovery as well, because with the vibrations, promoting circulation, which is going to help you recover and help your muscles recover. But again, I wouldn't be switching it out for your normal workouts, but it could be like a nice in addition. I also wouldn't be using it if you have any joint or back issues. I don't know if that is advisable, but hey, why not? Why not? Question number 2. What workout would be good on show day? I've got a massive solo show I'm doing twice this evening and I don't want to do the wrong exercise, i.e. use up too much or the wrong energy. So this particular question was from one of our lovely squaddies who is a musician. So she had a real big day where she had 2 shows in one day and wanted to do something. There's a bit of time to do something, but didn't want to be turning up to the show feeling fatigued or not able to give it her all. So in these circumstances, if you've got something big coming up, you are going to need your energy, but not just your physical energy, but your emotional energy. So the things that I would do and the things that I wouldn't do are, I would do something that will help calm you and help keep you focused. So, I mean, getting up performing is a big deal. And from my perspective anyway, even when I do big presenting gigs, when I'm up on a stage and I'm standing there on my own teaching in front of hundreds of people, there's always the little butterflies, and I think it's a good thing. I think it shows you care, and I think also it's a bit of a stress response, which is a good stress to make you alert and make you want it. But at the same time, we want to be remaining calm and focused the best that we can, so we enable the good stress and not the bad stress that feels really overwhelming. So something that keeps you calm, keeps you focused, that doesn't use up all your energy, so you've still got good energy, that you're going into the show and you're feeling good, and something that isn't going to be overusing your muscles or potentially causing any injuries before you go into it, and maybe something that would improve your posture as well. So you're going into it feeling tall, you're feeling good, you're energized, you're calm, and you're focused, and you're ready. And I do think it's a good idea to do something as well if you want to, because I think just by moving the body, it's a really energizing thing to do. So things that you might want to do are things like Pilates or a yoga or a yogascape. I think they'd all be lovely, or maybe even a stretch. And the things that I would probably be avoiding are any really long workouts that are going to drain your energy. Anything like HIIT really that is going to fatigue your body, fatigue your muscles, and then also cause potentially a bit of a cortisol spike as well, so a stress spike, because exercise is a stressor on the body. You know, good and bad. It depends. You know, if you've got something really big coming up and you're already feeling stressed about it, do we want stress on stress? Probably not. So that's probably something that I would avoid. And I'd avoid doing anything new as well, because the last thing you want to do is do something completely new and then either get muscle soreness from using your muscles in a different way to normal, or giving yourself a potential injury just before you're about to do 2 shows, which would be a nightmare. So they're the things that I would do, and that's what I would advise to do as well. Are there any squaddies over the age of 75 in here? Could you discuss ways we should be looking after our health and fitness, please, Lorna? Yes, there are. We do have squaddies over the age of 75. We have squaddies ranging from 18 to 75 actually. So yeah. Now, if you are 75, or if you're listening to this and maybe your mum is nearing that age, or your grandma is over the age of 75, then this is still useful. This is still relevant. We all know someone over the age of 75, right? Of course we do. So this might be useful information to pass on. But if you are over the age of 75, these are the things that you want to be mainly focusing on. This is what I would say anyway. Balance is going to be a really big one. It's big for all of us anyway. As we age, our balance does get worse unless we do something to practice it and improve it. So things that I'll be doing here are Yogascape. There's actually a dedicated balance track in Yogascape. I would also be doing things like when you're brushing your teeth, standing on one leg, or when you're boiling the kettle, standing on one leg. And you can also use the wall as support. Another thing you can do is if you are standing still, and I learned this from the physio, if you are standing still, place one foot directly in front of the other. So if you're watching me on the live right now, imagine my hands and my feet, one foot directly in front of the other, and stand there so it's like you're on a tightrope. You might find your body swaying a little bit, but that's a good one to do. So those little exercises there, and then regularly practicing. I always put some balance in Yogascape. There's a dedicated track. There's balance in yoga. There is balance in Pilates. But also you want to be working your core, which will help in turn with your balance. So Pilates, and that will also help with your posture. You want to be practicing strength, which will also help with your balance, but it's really important to do strength because you want to be maintaining as much muscle mass as possible. It's actually even possible to increase it too, but you want to be maintaining as much muscle mass as possible for various different reasons. And one of the main ones being when you fall, or if you fall, I should say, muscle is much denser than fat tissue. So a good way to describe this is if you have a memory foam pillow, it tends to be quite hard, right? Just imagine, I don't know if this is the best analogy actually, but just imagine protecting yourself with memory foam pillows. And now imagine protecting yourself with a budget pillow that when you put your head on it, your head goes straight to the mattress, and that's like the fat tissue. So if you fall, which is going to protect you more? The muscle tissue, right? So that's going to prevent your bones from breaking as well. It's going to really, really help your bone strength. So they're the things that I would mainly be focusing on. And of course, your mobility, your flexibility, we want to stay mobile. And then, I mean, in general, all of them, your strength, your cardio, your holistic. So something for your heart health, something that you enjoy, maybe like the power walking workouts or aerobics or combat or Zumba. There's no reason to change your workout routine unless your body tells you otherwise. So if you're used to doing things like combat and Zumba and spin or whatever you want to do, there's no reason to change it unless your body tells you that it doesn't feel good. So you want to be very in tune with your body, see how you feel, listen to your body. How long is it taking your body to recover? Is it taking a little bit longer? So do you need to put more rest days in there? You know, start to learn more about your body and how it feels. Like, what's the difference between a dull ache and then a pain? Does it go away after a couple of days or does it not? So I just start to be more and more in tune with your body in that way. With regards to everything else, I would say, like, nutrition wise, maybe supplementation like calcium and vitamin C if you're not getting enough from your diet. A big emphasis on getting enough protein in there to help your muscles. Then I would also be having things like, well, obviously staying super hydrated, but whole grains for your heart health, lots of fruits and lots of veggies, and your lean proteins. Yeah, that's like the main thing really. And other things that you can be doing is really focusing in on that mind-body connection. And that would be in things like yoga, like Yogascape, like Pilates, focusing on that mind-body connection and being in tune with you and how you're feeling more. Some mindfulness, even some breath work, and getting involved, like getting stuck in stuff, like the challenges that we do, and getting friends involved to go for walks, and that that motivational and that social aspect of exercise, even online, is absolutely massive. We're always doing so much. So just say get stuck in, like in the plank challenge or in the step challenge. Get stuck into everything that we're doing. I think that's a real great thing to do. It doesn't matter what your age is with that. One other thing is I would just say make sure you're getting regular checkups with your GP. But apart from that, they're the things that I would focus on, and I hope that is useful. Um, but I think it's great. I think a lot of people get to a certain age, and even I've spoken to a lot of ladies who reach the menopause between the ages of like 40, 45. I know some people go through it earlier, 45, 55, and say, oh yeah, but I need to start slowing down now. And it's kind of one of those where if you do start slowing down, then you're going to bring it on. We don't need to start slowing down. You might need to adapt. But we really do need to exercise. It's even more important to exercise. You know, we want to be able to carry on shopping. We want to be able to get up and down out of a chair easily. We want to be able to walk up and down the stairs. We want to be able to lift things out of a cupboard. And these are things that until you actually struggle, you take it for granted. So it's really important to continue doing these things and put more emphasis on it, as opposed to, right, I need to slow down. You just adapt. That's all you do. Okay, next question. In some of the arm chest back tracks, when we're using hand weights instead of a barbell, I've been using slightly larger weights to push myself, then swapping down when I can't do any more. I'm getting a funny, tingly, ticklish, itching sensation in my arm muscles, which feels okay, but a bit weird. Is it a good thing, and should I power through it? Is it getting me stronger, or is this my muscles telling me to stop or drop the weight? It doesn't hurt. I sometimes get the tingly muscles feeling after a stronger workout too, which makes me wonder if I'm craving another stronger workout. I wonder if doing another weight class would relieve the sensation in my arms. Is it normal, or have my muscles gone crazy? Should I choose a stretching workout rather than feeding the itchy, tickly feel pop-up? Action needed. Oh, stop it. Let's click the X button at home. Just watch me disappear from the live now. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. All the X's. So now it can be a few things, and there's a few different schools of thought on it. But the main ones are, firstly, if you're really exerting yourself, you're going to be getting more blood flow and more blood flow through your capillaries. And this can potentially be touching the nerves and then causing that itchy sensation. So your brain's sending signals that you need to itch. Another thing it could be is histamine response. So when we work really hard to improve our blood circulation, we get a histamine response, which again is sending weird, tickly, maybe itchy sensations around the body, which some people, there's like an actual thing called runner's itch, and it's this. Some people take an antihistamine for it. So it might be worth experimenting. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I can't advise on this kind of thing. So if you are concerned about it or you're wondering, I would talk to a medical professional, but just experimenting with a few things. So it could be this big exertion in your body that's causing a histamine response. So maybe taking antihistamine just gets rid of it. Or it could be the fact that, you know, there's increased blood flow to the capillaries and it's impinging on some nerves or touching some nerves, and then that's causing that. And it is usually a sign of a big exertion in your body. A big exertion that maybe your body isn't quite used to just yet, but will get used to soon. So unless it actually really hurts your body or causes any sharp pain, usually it's not a cause for concern at all. So if it's not causing any sharp pain or any like, ouch, this is hurting, then it's, you know, it's not a cause for concern. One thing I would do is maybe just check your electrolyte balance, so making sure you get enough electrolytes in your body, so you could have like electrolyte water there. But another thing I would do is think about how you're training, and if you have really exerted yourself and you're getting that tingling sensation or the itching sensation in your body, maybe allowing yourself a bit more recovery. So the next day, rather than diving straight into a stronger workout again, allow your body to recover. So maybe a bit of stretch to release any muscle tension, or maybe doing that immediately after the workout. Have a stretch to improve your circulation, to release any tightness in the body. and just ease the body a little bit. But like I said, unless it's really hurting, it's not really a massive, well, it's not a cause for concern usually. I would just really think about how you're balancing your workouts too. So if you've done a real hard day where you've really pushed it with your weights, what are you going to do the next day? Okay, I had a real strong strength session yesterday, so today I'm going to do a yogascape or a Pilates, or I'm going to do a power walking, or I'm going to do a cardio session instead today and leave off the weights today. Just really make sure you're getting that good mix in for your body and being in tune with your body. Or if you need a rest day, take a rest day. Okay, next question. Last one actually. Any advice on increasing weights? I got a new barbell last month that weighs twice as much as the old one, and I'm finding it difficult to add on the weights. So far, I've tried repeating the same strength release, adding on and taking off when I power out. Slowing down so I'm not hitting every rep, loading the old bar so it's just slightly heavier or slightly lighter than the new one. I can't seem to increase the load and complete the track. Just to edit, I'm not trying to double up, it's only 1 to 2k that I'm attempting. So with Stronger is a muscular endurance class, and it is lower weights, high repetition. So with this, we do increase our weights like a little bit at a time. It is muscular endurance. What I'd be tempted to do here is complete the track with whatever weights you've got. So it might mean going to the older barbell, complete the track, see what weights you've got on there. Okay, add a kilo, complete the track, then add a kilo, complete that track, and do it like that. So you've got that progressive overload rather than saying, right, old bar, ditch the old bar, moving on to the new bar. Whatever you were using before, whatever weight you've got on there, successfully complete the track with good form, good quality form. So that might be something else you want to look at, looking at your form. Go to the how-to area on demand, have a look at how we break down all the moves, then maybe film yourself or do it in front of a mirror so you can check your form. So we know that we're moving with good quality first, and then just lowering the weight, making sure you can complete the track. Next time, a little bit more, complete the track, etc. Complete the track and do it that way. And also, I think these things take time. So make sure you're just have patience with your body and make sure you're being consistent with this. We don't build strength overnight. Then to improve your strength, you want to be making sure you're getting adequate rest. So we can't expect our bodies to, say for example, if I went really heavy on Stronger, and then I decide to either do it the next day or sometimes even the day after, my muscles might not have properly recovered yet, so I can't expect them to go heavier or maybe even lift the same if they've not fully recovered yet. So it might be a case that you need to put an extra rest day in there. So say you do Stronger, then you leave it a couple of days, and then on the 4th day you do another one. So just maybe see how you get on with that, but definitely just stay consistent and stay patient. You will get stronger and get enough protein in, get enough rest in, get enough water. And anyway, I think that is it. Let me just double check all the questions, team, make sure I've answered them all. Yes. Well, what an amazing set of questions. That was so interesting. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know just by commenting here that you enjoyed it and it's useful, because I always like to know. And if there's any topics in particular that you want me to cover or you want me to cover separately, please do let me know that as well. I will be letting you know the focus for September very, very soon. And if you want to come along to the workshop next Tuesday, it's going to be live on the Laura Marie Fitness Facebook page, talking all about how to get you ready for September. Enjoy the rest of your evening, team, or afternoon if you're listening to this on the podcast, or morning, wherever you're at. And I will see you soon. And I am now going to go and find Harvey's toy that I've just bought for him, and he's obviously just left somewhere. I feel extremely offended. Anyway, I'll see you soon, gang. Have a good one. Bye.